very important TED talk. Just imagine for a moment, what if the world best teachers were available on your mobile phone? What if a student sitting at home could access the same education taught at Harvard or Stanford? What if even a poor child could learn the same knowledge that students in wealthy countries receive? How much could the world change? Today, we are going to review a TED Talk that completely changed how people think about education around the world. This video is not just about online education, it is about the future of learning, human growth, and the power of knowledge. And honestly, this talk contains ideas that every teacher, student, parent, and learning uh, enthusiast should hear. So let's begin. This TED Talk is presented by Daphne Koller, a renowned educator and the co founder of Coursera. In this talk, she explains that online education is not just about watching videos, it's a revolutionary way to make education accessible to everyone around the world. She highlights that millions of people want quality education, but they lack resources, universities, opportunities, or access. That is where online learning becomes a ray of hope. This talk not only points out the problems in traditional education systems but also presents meaningful solutions. Why is education limited to only a few people? At the beginning of the video, Daphne Koller raises a powerful question. Should higher education only belong to a few lucky people? This question may sound simple, but in reality, it challenges the entire global education system. Every Even today, millions of people around the world want to study, but they don't have universities nearby. They cannot afford tuition fees. They don't have enough time, or they live in areas where quality education simply does not exist. This is exactly where online education becomes a game changer. We must understand that if knowledge remains limited to a small group of people, true progress can never happen. The more knowledge spreads, the better the world becomes. The real benefit of online learning. Now, Daphne Koller explains a very interesting point. She says that when a great teacher teaches inside a classroom, only 50 or 100 students benefit from that lesson. But when the same lecture is placed online, millions of people can learn from it. That idea is truly powerful. Just think about it. A teacher's hard work can benefit the entire world. This is not just technology, this is the democratization of knowledge. And that is why platform like Coursera have transformed millions of lives worldwide. Today, a person sitting in Pakistan, India, Africa, or small village can still access world class courses. This truly is an educational revolution. The concept of short video learning. Another important point discussed in the video is that traditional lectures are often too long and boring. That is why online platforms divide learning into smaller sections. For example, an 8 minutes video, a 10 minutes explanation, a short quiz, then the next concept. This method works better for the human brain. The reality is that today's generation learns more effectively through short and engaging content. Education is not only about delivering information, it's also about maintaining attention. When students enjoy learning, education become much more powerful. Why instant feedbacks matters? Daphne Koller gives a brilliant example here. She explains that when students immediately know that their answer is wrong, they learn faster. That is why only online platforms use instant quizzes and immediate feedback systems. This is extremely important. because in traditional systems, tests may be checked after several days. Teachers may not have enough time. Students sometimes never fully understand their mistakes. But AI and online system provides immediate responses, making learning faster and smarter. And this is the future of education, the power of peer learning. The video also introduces the concept of peer learning. This means students learn from each other. Learning no longer depends entirely on the teacher. Through online communities, discussion forums, and group learning, students support and guide one another. And honestly, many times people learn better from their friends because the language is easier, the examples feel relatable, there is less fear and hesitation. This concept has become extremely powerful in today's world. Education and equality. Now comes one of the most emotional parts of the talk. Daphne Koller explains that many people in the world have talent, but they never get opportunities. Online education gives those people a chance. That is not just technology, it is also a form of social justice. Imagine a poor child, a working mother, a young person living in remote area, or someone who had to leave education halfway. All of them can start learning again. That is the true power of online education. Will traditional education disappear? An important question arises here. Will online education replace teachers and universities in the future? The video gives a very balanced answer. Daphne Koller explains that technology will not replace teachers, it will empower them. A teacher's role is not only to provide information but also to motivate students, guide them, build character, provide emotional support, and these are the things human do best. So the future may belong to hybrid education where technology exists and human teachers remain equally important. Now let's connect this talk to our own society. In countries like Pakistan, there is a shortage of quality teachers. Educational standards vary widely. Resources are limited. Students populations are extremely high. In such situation, online learning can become a huge source of hope if used correctly. Education can reach every child. Skill-based learning can grow rapidly. Young people can learn freelancing and technology. Women can continue education from home. But for this to succeed, discipline and proper guidance are essential. If we connect this TED talk to today's AI era, its important become even greater. Today, AI provides personalized learning, chatbots answer students' questions, smart system identifies students' weaknesses. This means education is becoming more customized than ever before. In the future, every student may have a unique learning style and AI will teach according to individual needs. That is truly an exciting future. So now let's summarize the most important lesson from this TED Talk. Key takeaways. Knowledge is the right of every human being. Technology is a powerful tool for spreading education. A great teacher can reach millions of learners. Short learning methods can be more effective. Instant feedback improves learning speed. Peer learning is extremely powerful. AI will transform the future of education. Teacher will always remain important. Online education creates opportunities. Learning should never stop. In my opinion, the most beautiful thing about this TED Talk is that it gives hope. It reminds us that if a person truly wants to learn, no barrier in the world can stop them. Today, mobile phones are no longer just tools for entertainment, they have become libraries for the entire world. The real question is, are we using them correctly? This video forces us to think, what are we learning in our lives? How are we using technology? And are we giving the next generation better education? In the end, I would say that this TED Talk is not simply a lecture about online education, it's a glimpse into the future of humanity, a future where knowledge is no longer trapped behind walls, where education is not only for the rich, where every human being gets the opportunity to learn. And perhaps that is exactly the kind of future the world truly needs. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to share it to it so more people can understand the power of education and learning, and tell me in the comments. So thank you very much for listening. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.